Okay, using your emailed or printed/mailed client organizer. This section is questions that we ask every year, some of which change, particularly in this year with the Going Green campaign. We have personal information, dependent information, purchases, and debt information. All these yes and no box dramatically decrease the time required to prepare your tax returns, and also will provide you with the most accurate tax return possible. We encourage you to fill those out. We will not otherwise ask all of these questions, so it gives great communication between us and clients. And you'll see that it continues and has additional reminders of things that are typically forgotten when information is provided, such as mileage, DMV fees, etc. In the personal information section, this is a vital section. A common mistake that is made here is people do not update, and they assume that we're going to ask is the direct deposit information. If you've changed the bank accounts and you haven't filled out the organizer, this is a mistake on your part. We are under the assumption if this is not crossed off and a check is provided, that your bank account has not changed. If we go to our next section, notice that here all we care is if you no longer have a W-2. If there were numerous W-2s or numerous bank accounts and so forth, or K-1s, if they are no longer applied, just simply check an amount or check the no longer apply, and we will know not to ask for it. If we go on taxable interest and so forth, same thing. If this is not enough space, just staple all your 1099 INTs and DIVs and Bs and so forth together, and that'll make it easier. A common mistake in this area is not providing the basis and purchase date for your stocks. Unfortunately, this form has become quite a bit more difficult, and that information is now going to be matched at the IRS. So we're going to need dates of purchase and basis information to be spot on, so to speak. If we go to our next section, higher education, so forth. This client has no prior year information. If there had been prior information, it would be here. And that would apply to all these fields. Normal clients will have information in this prior year column, and you'll know to put it over here. This would be, for example, current year interest. This would be current year DMV fees. This would be current year real estate tax. And if they had a California tax return, they would have some taxes here as well. Contributions by cash or check. Then we have non-cash. If it's greater than $500, we need to have the name, address, fair market value, approximate purchase price of the item when it was donated. A strong suggestion here is if you're given a substantial amount of shirts and suits and so forth, or a whole household of furniture like I've had a few times, you want to basically protect yourself and take pictures and document by more than just writing it on a piece of paper. If we scroll through here, electronic filing, just most people are going to e-file. If you don't e-file, simply cross this off. The rest of this is a very common area where people neglect to fill out. 2011 was a year where there was multiple mileage rates. That will likely occur again in 2012. This is the detail, as an example, we would need for non-cash contributions exceeding 500. It's okay for the dates contributed and acquired to be various, but the fair market value is essential. That is what gets deducted. And the rest of it is for new asset listings such as computers and things like that that have a value typically greater than, say, $200. That's all there is to it. We really appreciate these being filled out. It increases the turnaround of tax returns dramatically.